Okay, hi everyone. So I'm Alex from Index One, and today we're speaking to Paul Henneman and Herbert Blank from ValueEngine, and learning a bit about their business and how we work together. So maybe Paul, you could give us a bit of an introduction to ValueEngine and yourself for starters.
Sure. So Paul Henneman, President and CEO from ValueEngine, and our website is valueengine.com. And we've been running quantitative analysis across thousands of stocks for 23 years. ValueEngine was founded in 2000. We run a very sophisticated quant model that uses a wide variety of stochastic math, dozens of different pieces of both fundamental and technical data. And one of the first things we do is compute a fair market valuation, what we think a stock actually should trade at if the markets are perfectly efficient. That carries over as a single parameter into a second model, a forecast target price model, where we actually attempt to forecast the stock price 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 1, 2, and 3 years into the future. So we have 6 different time horizons where we forecast stock price. And we specifically use the 1-year forecast target price for our strong buy, hold, sell, strong sell signals. This is run across over 4,200 US stocks and over 1,000 Canadian stocks every single day. So all outputs are updated on a daily basis. And we can compile individual stock analysis into any groupings of stocks. So we do cover indexes, over 140 sub-industry groups, and over 16 sector groups. And then we can also analyze custom portfolios, any kind of groupings of stocks across that process. And it's all run daily. We've been doing it for 23 years.
Great. And maybe Herb, you could give us a quick intro to yourself as well.
Yeah, very happy to have joined ValueEngine 2020. After a 40-year run as a quant in the industry, I have the distinction of being the first ETF portfolio manager in the United States when I was with Deutsche Bank in 1996. An acknowledged and published index expert, including stints with ValueLine, Dow Jones, FTSE International, and Alarian. I was very excited to be part of this project with ValueEngine since we had many needs and not enough time to fulfill those needs.
Great. So, my sort of central question, I guess, is just how do you think index calculation fits into what you're doing? So you're obviously a provider of a rating or score on individual equities. Why sort of use third-party index calculation services or software?
There were a number of needs. One is, it's one thing to calculate things yourself on a price basis on the fly and just using prices. It's another to have a third-party index provider who can manifest corporate actions, who can do point-in-time backtesting, and who can be a resource partner to the firm on an as-needed basis. All of these things were needs we had at ValueEngine, but we don't run with a large staff, and basically we're a firm of all chiefs and no Indians.
Very interesting, yeah. And so, what would you say the main sort of challenges are or were before working with us when using our software?
We discovered Index One first on LinkedIn and on the internet, and developed a fast relationship with common needs and viewpoints. What we needed was, and our needs were, or our problems were, we didn't have enough time. We needed something that was cost effective. We needed a true independent partner who understood index construction and maintenance and support, and who would go back and forth with us until we had what we needed, both for the needs of our investors, our clients, our analytic clients, and on the needs of being able to benchmark our alpha model.
Great. Well, yeah, thanks for that. And yeah, I guess my final question would be, in the future, sort of how do you see things progressing with your business and use of technology going forward?
Yeah, so I'll take that question. ValueEngine, we've been running and doing high-level quantitative modeling of the stock markets for 23 years. And one of the things that we do is, the models have remained relatively unchanged for that time. But we're looking at a lot of new data to begin to examine if they will improve the effectiveness of the models to increase performance, reduce risk. We're looking, for example, at ESG data, if we can apply that into the models. And all that requires extensive backtesting. So the efficiency of the process that we have to backtest historical, so we can generate this historical data set, we can make changes to the model as needed, we can update the parameters that go into the model, have a new historical data set, and then very efficiently through Index One, upload those historical files and get a performance study out of it. So we can see what elements will improve or what elements may not meet our ideas and actually deduct from performance or risk measurements very quickly. And for us to make even a small change to our models requires dozens of backtests. We have a famous saying at ValueEngine that every backtest, every performance study answers one question and raises 20 new questions. So it's a constant evolution over here as a quantitative provider of tracking performance and seeing what those changes will be. And having something that's cost effective and most importantly, time effective is critical for us, because that it's not just that Index One has a very reasonable cost structure behind it. It's the time savings for us. Time is everything. Time is the biggest cost factor at a small company at ValueEngine. As Herb said, of a bunch of chiefs and no Indians, we have a lot of high-end folks here, but not a lot of grunt work. And this is our, so Index One is our grunt work for processing these files.
Great. Well, good stuff. And I think that's all for today. So yeah, thanks for having a chat with me today. And
great.
Yeah.
You're very
Thank you.
welcome.